In this video, I'll read off some of the United States government officials who showed up to the 2016 Davos meeting. Ask yourself, why are these people who are supposed to be political enemies showing up together at an economic forum meeting? Here is the list. The first character on this list is Greg Abbott, Republican governor of Texas. He is one of the main reasons that I took a look at this list. I am from Texas after all, and this concerns me. The next is Donald S. Byer, Democrat Congressman of Virginia. I'm not familiar with him. Next is Ashton Carter. He was the U.S. Secretary of Defense at the time. Christopher Coons is a Democrat Senator of Delaware. I am somewhat familiar with him. I'm not a fan. Next is Bob Corker. He is the Republican Senator from Tennessee. I'm not aware of his exploits. John Delaney is the Democrat Congressman of Maryland. I remember the name, but I don't know his accomplishments, good or bad. The U.S. Trade Representative Michael Froman showed up. I don't know who this guy is. And of course, everyone's favorite double agent made an appearance. Lindsey Graham, the Republican Senator of South Carolina, went to show his support for the global agenda. Another person from Texas, Kay Granger, a Republican Congresswoman. I don't know anything about this person. The total sellout governor of Colorado entered stage left, Mr. John Hickenlooper. Yes, I know some people have a special nickname for him. George Holding, a Republican congressman from North Carolina, went also. He is another person I'm not familiar with. This next character I remember. He has been in Congress a long time. Darrell Issa, the Republican congressman of California, went to see how he could help in the global initiative. Moonface also made an appearance. I remember his long-winded speeches when he ran for president against Bush Jr. Who am I speaking of? None other than John Kerry. He was U.S. Secretary of State at the time of this meeting. I am vaguely familiar with this next character. Mr. Jacob Lew, the U.S. Secretary of Treasury during this time, made his presence known. An evil witch also showed up. We know her as Loretta Lynch, the former U.S. Attorney General. I know many are familiar with her. Sylvia Burwell, the former U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services, went to the meeting also. Of course HHS would go. This meeting was in 2016, before the biological event would take place in 2019. I didn't hear stories of the biological event until early 2020. Everybody's favorite rhino showed up also. Kevin McCarthy, Republican Congressman of California, went also. He's definitely not one of the good guys. Next is Penny Pritzker, the former U.S. Secretary of Commerce. I know nothing about her, but of course someone would go who is in charge of commerce. Gina Raimondo showed up. I don't know anything about her. Is she still governor? Also making an appearance, Gail Smith, a former official of the U.S. Agency for International Development. Of course, an international element is needed. One more person from Texas, Mr. Mac Thornberry, Republican congressman, spent his time there. That's 3 people from Texas in this 2016 meeting. John Thune, a Republican South Dakota senator, showed his love for global order at this event. Mr. Thune has been around a while. I remember him. And last but not least, Mr. Mark Warner, the Democrat Senator of Virginia. He will be in a future video of mine as a part of my digital prison series. He is not one of the good guys. But from the looks of things, there aren't any good guys. So ask yourself, why is Greg Abbott hanging out with the likes of Kevin McCarthy, Lindsey Graham, John Kerry, Loretta Lynch, Mark Warner, and other assorted characters at a meeting on globalism? Is he the one good guy that showed up amongst all these other shady characters? What do you think? I know what I think.